Hey everyone, we are back and it is Swirm time. Yep, it's time to head into the Swirm Habitat and complete all of the discoveries that are available at this point in the game and find all the Smiley Flowers too. Okay, let's get started and find out what a Swirm is. Well, it's a snail, and when you hit it with Yoshi's tongue, it stretches out into a little bouncy pole, which, not surprisingly, you can bounce off of and go boing. Yep, we'll be boinging all over the place in this stage, completing lots of discoveries by bouncing off of Swirms. And when they're fully extended, you can hit them again to make them recoil back into snail form. Yep, what we have here are some flexible snails, and wait till you see all the kinds of things we can do with these guys. And why should Yoshi have all the fun? No, we're going to let the Crazee Dayzee also get in on the action, and yep, a Crazee Dayzee can boing off of a Swirm too. Okay, now it's time to get the first Smiley Flower in the stage, and we need to do a running jump and boing off of a Swirm and then go flying through the air, dive through the water, and grab the Smiley Flower. Yep, this may take a little time to line up, and you want to try to bounce off the tippy top of the Swirm's head. And there we go. Okay, this one's fun. We're going to throw the Crazee Dayzee so that it bounces back and forth between two Swirms. And now let's do the same thing again. This time it's Yoshi's turn. Okay, now it's time to do another experiment with one of our Swirm friends, and this time we're going to electrocute one and see what happens. Yep, you heard that right. And look at that, we've created an electric worm. And now we can light up these bulbs here by bouncing off the Swirm and electrifying Yoshi. And unfortunately, we are not done shocking Yoshi. No, we're going to light him up again, and then if he goes and touches another Swirm that is not electric yet, it will become electric. Yep, and you can spread this electricity all throughout the stage by shocking Swirms. The only thing you need to keep in mind is if you hit the ground, you will lose your electric shock. Yep, you'll be grounded. Okay, it's time to get another Smiley Flower in the stage, and this one is behind a timed event. Just hit the switch, bounce off the Swirm, and collect all of the blue coins before the time runs out, and the Smiley Flower will appear. Okay, let's keep this Swirm train rolling. There is a Mega Swirm up ahead here. Hit that one with an egg, and then you can bounce another egg off of it to get another Smiley Flower. Okay, this next one is pretty easy. You just need to slide down this hill and jump and boing off of a Swirm. Yep, it's the old run, slide, and boing trick. Okay, now let's grab this can and stick it on a Swirm's head to see what happens. Not terribly exciting. It just looks like a Swirm wearing a tin can for a hat. But I have a feeling if you take this same tin can and stick it on the head of an electrified Swirm, something cool is bound to happen. So let's go do that next. Yep, see, I told you something cool was going to happen. We created a giant Swirm sparkler. Okay, now it's time to do some gymnastics with a little Swirm and a big Swirm. We're going to bounce off both of them and launch Yoshi through some vine rings. Okay, and we are not done launching Yoshi all over the place. This time we're going to launch him into a giant nut, crack it open, and get another Smiley Flower. Okay, above us here at the top of this cave is another Smiley Flower, and the way that we get to this one is to, bounce off another Swirm. We use this big guy right here and do a ground pound off of him to launch Yoshi way up into the air, blast through some rocks, and get the Smiley Flower. Lining the ceiling of the cave here are a bunch of stalactites. We can clear them off by bouncing off of a Swirm. Okay, now we have completed all of the discoveries in the lower section of the stage. There is a whole nother section up top with a bunch more discoveries, so let's boing our way up there. And now it's time to electrify another Swirm. Yep, there is a lightning Floofly flying above. Just stretch out the Swirm to get struck by lightning, like a lightning rod. And then we can use this electric Swirm to light up this Christmas tree. Okay, one last thing to do here is have the lightning cloud Floofly strike all of these trees and burn the leaves off of them. Over here on the left are 3 butterfly rings, and all that you need to do is launch Yoshi off of a Swirm and fly through all 3 of the rings at once. Okay, now it's time to do the big discovery in the stage. And we just need to ping pong Yoshi off of these Swirms here until we reach the big one in the background. And with that complete, you can end your exploration here and move on to the next habitat, but we're going to keep going. There are still some discoveries left to complete. For this next one, we're going to make our way all the way up to the top and then keep floating over to the left and enter a Swirm's nest. And there are 2 discoveries here that can be completed at the same time if you can make it all the way over to the nest while Yoshi is still electrocuted. We failed to do that, so we're going to have to make the trip twice. Okay, we have disturbed the Swirm nest. Now we got to do this again, and this time we need to make it into the nest while Yoshi is still electrocuted. And the key here is to float into the entrance of the nest up above without touching the edges of it so that you don't lose your electric shock. Okay, that just leaves one discovery left to complete, and this one is very easy. We just need to launch Yoshi off of a Swirm into that group of floofy clouds above us. And once that's done, we have completed all of the discoveries that are available up to this point in the Swirm Habitat. And that will bring us to the end of our guide, and we really hope you found it helpful. And if you did, please consider liking the video and subscribing to our channel, Derek's Gaming. We'd love to have you. Yep, your support has been unbelievable. The comments and the videos and the love that you've all been sharing with us on our guides and how much you like them. It's really meant a lot to us, and we really appreciate it. Yep, thanks again for all the kind words. It really means a lot to us. All right, well, that's a wrap for this guide. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we will see you at the next stage.